Good evening and welcome to the 2022 SpeedGaming Live Aria of Sorrow Randomizer Tournament. My name is Garny Texas. You can call me Garny if you'd like, and I'm joined by Malert.
Hello.
I just want to say, prior to this race here, Super Metroid races were insane, and props to those runners. But tonight we have losers finals of this tournament between JupiterClimb, the first seed, and VaeVictus, who's actually, I think, the seventh tournament. They're both gunning for grand finals against Lunix, whom defeated VaeVictus in the winners finals. Jupiter took an early loss in the bracket to Algorithm in the best of one rounds, and has been making a losers run. Mallard, what are your opinions on the runners and how their brackets have been?
Well, quite a while ago, Jupiter, when he first lost to Algorithm in an insane best of one, he said he'd be playing angry to get back into a suitable standing position, and he has absolutely demonstrated that. So we will see tonight whether he is going to go on to the very finals, or if this will be the end of the road for him at long last. In terms of who I would pick for this, that is a very difficult decision. My guess is probably Jupiter is going to be playing extremely consistent, as he always does, and Vae mentioned after losing to Lunix in his previous match that the only way he's going to beat Jupiter is by guessing, so I can guarantee you we'll see some of that. And here we go. Starting shop. Demon's Mail in starting shop.
It's cheap enough too. We also have a Gram if they wanted to try and eke out some extra cash. They could have bought it, yeah, but Jupiter doesn't go for it.
True.
Okay, that Axe Armor Soul is pretty nice for our starting red. It's able to go through walls and everything. You can throw it behind you and have it rebound.
Mm.
Now for this randomizer, you'll see next to the health bar there's a number that's known as our Soul Compass. Oh, and we get lubricant from the bat. That's huge. That'll help out with damage a ton. Doesn't matter what weapon they have. But back to the compass, these canisters here correlate to that number. So there are 4 remaining canisters, or potentially a book, which will lead to the required soul for the Gram fight later on at the end. So the goal here is to get 3 required souls, a blue, red, and yellow one, and the books that will tell you which souls to equip in the final Gram fight. The compass just kind of lets players know, like, oh, how viable is it for me to spend and invest a lot of time in these areas.
Mm-hmm. There's Panther after a couple teasing blue canisters.
It's always really funny when you get blues early on, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they're not Panther.
Yeah. It's like, no. No.
What the heck? And we're looking for Malphus or any sort of like ascension at this point. Generally, we'll find Malphus.
Random lubricant for Vae. That could be extremely useful. We'll see.
Yeah, both of our runners picked it up. It was a drop from the bat. It's a very strong soul. It increases the amount of damage you do, like strength or intelligence. Oh, there's a red book. Rock armor, okay. But lubricant increases strength based on how much HP you've lost compared to your maximum. Incredibly powerful.
The runners will be looking out for items like spoiled milk and rotten meat to aid in the usage of that.
Yeah, I wonder if Jupiter will show us some spoiled milk strats into like the Julius fight. He's really good at those normally.
You can also see it on Graham, you don't know. There's a Claymore for Jupiter.
And as far as inner quarters goes, like that's a pretty nice place to get on the left side entrance.
Yeah.
You can get a save point before the boss fight.
Mm-hmm. Also, random disc armor, my beloved. Very nice red to have.
Yeah, definitely
Underrated.
top tier. A little expensive on MP, but it does do significant damage.
Sure.
And we see a vanilla headhunter fight here in the inner quarters. Decent enough weapon, like combat knife is definitely strong enough to take this on. And again, in combination with that disc armor and lubricant, I don't think this will be a problem. But more importantly, this boss and the death boss expand the shop's stock even further. So after defeating Headhunter here, perhaps later on we'll see our runners return to the shop again to see if there's better equipment or maybe some souls that they'd like to have. Even cheap enough healing that could lead them into the end of the game. Yeah, Jupiter takes down Headhunter handily. VaeVictus did not get a disc armor drop, unfortunately, so I've actually never seen Big Golem Soul. I've never used it myself, so this is fun to watch.
Yeah, it's a comedic one. It's the lesser appreciated little brother of Creaking Skull, I guess you could say, in some regards.
Yeah, I can see that.
Getting some tricky Headhunter 3 movement for Vae, and he wins the fight. Good.
Yeah, and we see that Vae actually did pick up the Graham from the shop. He had a longer reach with his sword, so he didn't have to stand nearly as close.
There's Creaking Skull, speaking of, yeah.
Creaking Skull is iconic. It's the first boss that you fight in the game, but it also is a pretty powerful blue soul, and has recently snuck back into the Chaos fight in the 80% no zero HP route as well.
It's extremely good for hitting multiple parts of Chaos 2 at once and keeping those small green orbs away from you.
Okay, we see top floor, bottom left of quarters. Where does it connect? Oh, okay,
So
it's just
both parts are in quarters. Interesting.
Lucky of them to have stumbled upon it so early. They can keep that in their mind. Once they get flight, they can return there. And there's one more entrance in top floor as well. It's locked behind the pendulum puzzle. Wrecking ball puzzle. If you can call it a puzzle.
Yeah.
Okay, we're seeing the upgraded shop here. I saw Ascalon, I think. Shadow Knight.
All rocks as well, I saw that. But they don't really need any other armor equipment at this point, really.
Yeah. Trying to see about the healing, how cheap it is. Oh, slime.
Yeah.
Oh, cheap green puffs.
They are absolutely loaded for Chaos now already. This is great.
Yeah, it looks like no problem. Ascalon, Vae is unsatisfied seeing Ascalon. It is not the easiest weapon to use. It is a heavy weapon, meaning that if you use it in the air and land as well, you'll suffer some landing lag before you can do anything else again, which can be cancelled with backdash, the Gravekeeper Soul. But it does require some practice, and Ascalon is not the largest of weapons either.
Yeah. And Vae has mentioned that he's not super duper confident in his backdash canceling abilities, so who knows?
Can be really tricky, especially like in the Chaos fight, where the spacing can get really tight with the orbs and everything closing in on you. We're seeing Jupiter go down in the clock tower. Normally you need slide for this section, but obviously you can just dash through the spikes. You also saw him take off the Demon's Mail. Oh, there's our
Hippogriff. There we go.
An awesome find. Yeah, I've seen a lot of players, including myself, will actually commit to Clock Tower, even though there's only one item on the compass, because this slide lock check seems to be weighted really heavily and has like flight or something really, really useful.
Jupiter opted to go back down through Clock Tower. Warp.
Yeah, I think this warp is usually pretty valuable to pick up.
So now I'm guessing he's just going to go straight to top floor now and see what's there. Yep.
Oh yeah. Not a lot of checks in here, but again, the weighting is pretty heavy here, pretty high. You'll find really valuable gear and usually a book, maybe one of the required souls. Let's just see here. But to get to top floor in the first 8 minutes is very, very nice. There's the skill mail, one of the strongest defensive items in the game. Jupiter weaving between the monsters very, very skillfully. At this point in the tournament, I mean, you would expect our runners to be really well versed in maneuvering around enemies and things. And it helps that Demon's Mail is really powerful armor too. And
there's Blue Book. That's 2 out of 3 for Jupiter now.
And there was the Devil Soul from Skeleton, so that'd be an easy farm. And we might even see Jupiter intentionally kill some skeletons here, because that's a really good blue soul too.
And Jupiter also picked up Black Belt as well, which may be useful, depending on his build. And what else he finds, yeah?
Definitely. With Demon's Mail, Black Belt, and Toe, the Vial will do a lot more damage per hit too. Okay, so the Wrecking Ball led back to the corridors. This isn't so bad. There's a few entrances actually right here where it led out to. And now he has flight, so he can check them. Cemetery with 1 item. Okay, he's going to continue forward. Now, Malaire, if you found Legion here with this setup, would you fight them?
Okay, you've got Vaya, or Vijaya, however you'd like to say it. You've got Demon's Mail and a Black Belt. I mean, and you got Disc Armor, so... I mean, if he'd saved beforehand, but he didn't save... Okay, well, it's death. If it was Legion, I would probably fight it. Yeah, it would just take a very long time.
I can't believe you didn't even save. I guess he's just that confident. Like he's like,
absolutely.
Yeah, you know, it doesn't matter if it's Legion, I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
VaeVictus is in the arena right now. Only a couple checks in here, but they could also be valuable. Vaya making quick work of the death fight. This will also upgrade the shop one more time too.
Yes.
I don't know if we'll see Jupiter go back to the shop. He's got some pretty good stuff already.
That was an extremely clean death. Whew. And Valkyrie out of it. Not bad. Oh, there's the check, and... Gargoyle, okay. Could be yellow.
Like a duplicate Skula. Oh, but speaking of yellow, we have a yellow book on Vae's side in the arena. So we know what all 3 books are. Yeah, we know all 3 books at this point. I don't think either runner has the red or blue soul yet, although the blue soul, not a problem to get, to acquire. Oh, and you hate to see Forbidden Area with 0 on the counter. Well, actually, he may not. And he can farm Mudman for the red soul.
Yeah. We've seen that already in this tournament.
From Jupiter himself.
Yeah. Where does Forbidden connect to? Into Eastern Reservoir entrance.
And VaeVictus has the Legion fight in the arena.
Oh boy. Will he reset out? No,
Looks like
he's gonna do
for
it. No, Ascalon. There we go. Oh, maybe not. Durandal. Still pretty good.
Durandal's good. He's got decent range. And with Lubricant and Demon's Mail.
Jupiter finds rotting meat, so he may be able to use that later. Rahab's sword check has a canister on it. Persephone, that could be useful later for healing, you don't know.
I like the use of Creaking Skull on this Legion fight, that's nice.
Galamoth, oh boy. Did they completely clear out inner quarters, or were there still checks there?
There was still one on the counter.
Okay. Oh, and there's a rush soul for JupiterClimb.
So once we get a look at the yellow book, we'll know if it's worth going back there.
Slide, still no backdash. We're just going through Grey Souls at this point. Chapel with... What has this been? Was that 4 or 5 when we entered Chapel? I can't even remember what it was.
It was 5.
Yeah, it's a nice chapel to have. Vae defeats Legion. Go. We'll see if Legion pays off. Legion does not pay off. That is a very nice partisan there.
Not one of the best.
No,
in the game.
definitely not.
VaeVictus does get a lot of level ups from the Legion fight though, and you saw that he also equipped Aranus, which boosted the experience by 20% too. So he's not leaving empty-handed, but definitely unsatisfied.
Vae is now going through DDR.
I love this move.
Yeah. Especially when you have a giant bat. That's when it's fun.
Yeah, it's pretty unusual for anyone to be doing this without giant bat.
Get a nice super potion out of it. That could... Yeah, he's gonna go with that.
Jupiter finds his way back into the reservoir, so everything leads back to the reservoir.
He has... Did he get Undyne? I'm pretty sure he got Undyne just a moment ago. Might be mistaken.
Yeah, he got it.
So he has a Rush Soul and Undyne, so he's just tagged the warp, and now he's gonna go check what's in the waterfall room and what's behind that door.
Yeah, overall, Jupiter's routing has been incredibly fortuitous. He's just gone back into the reservoir where he needed to be.
Hey, some coffee for Jupiter. That's perfect. And Blue Book duplicate. Okay.
Okay, Lilith from a Skeleton Knight. So Yellow Soul is really easy to farm too. Oh, Garden's behind the waterfall.
One half of Garden. You don't know where the other half is. Is this going to be backdash finally? Question mark? There we go. So Jupiter's getting absolutely kitted out on movement. Cleared out checks out of Garden. There's a... Not going for the high potion. Interesting. He's that confident. What is our healing situation out of the shop? Do we have cheap healing or not?
Yeah, there was really cheap cream puffs, like 2,000.
Okay. That's good. And they don't really need to spend anything on equipment at this point, so...
No, definitely. So after getting the yellow book, we know now that, you know, our runners don't have to go check Galamoth because Skeleton Knight is easily farmable for that yellow. Although, well, actually, I don't know the drop rate. I was gonna say it was low, but I don't know.
There's a final sword in Death Shop.
Oh my gosh.
I did not roll this seed, but there we go.
Rolled by yours truly.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Jupiter.
Yeah, I've got one ready to go for game 2, so...
Awesome. Final Sword is one of the best weapons in the game, top 2. It's incredibly large, unlike the Ascalon, has incredibly high base strength, and has the potential to multi-hit.
Yes.
It is also a heavy weapon, but that's no problem for Jupiter since he got backdash, and I know he's very competent with the Final Sword.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're seeing in chat this is a series of best of 3 for tonight. All 3 matches are scheduled. We'll see if we'll need all 3 of them as well. VaeVictus going into his death fight as Jupiter falls through the study.
Another blue. We've seen a lot of blue canisters this
Yeah.
seed very quickly. There's a potion behind backdash check. Jupiter keeps it, because why not? He didn't go for that high potion earlier, but he'll keep the regular potion. And the boss is vanilla. That's 2 vanilla bosses now? Is this even randomized?
Unbelievable. How could I do this? Yeah, I kind of blinked and death is already gone.
Yeah.
Faye's got quite the setup now after fighting Legion. Like, doesn't stand a chance.
Yeah. Vae is, if he's just gonna trace Jupiter, probably a few minutes behind, but we don't know. He could diverge even further.
Yeah, Jupiter also does not have the yellow book yet, so
Vae
just to
has
keep
some
getting
things
one up
on
to
his side.
speed. Red book and blue book. Jupiter has both. I think Vae has. Does he have all 3?
I don't know. There is a duplicate blue book as well. That's something we haven't mentioned, is that there's at least 1 copy of every book, but I believe it's a 50% chance that there's a second copy as well.
Yeah. There are a lot of redundancies in the randomizer like that, where there's a chance that a second copy of each book will be placed, but also there are 2 schoolas, as well as 2 gravekeepers, the backdash.
Yep.
VaeVictus diving deeper into Eastern Reservoir. We didn't see this on Jupiter's side. I wonder what's down here.
Satan's Ring, for one. Now, Vae, I don't know if Vae's gone to top floor yet, so he doesn't have the black belt from top floor, so he'll take that. There's a mana prism, also very nice. Axe armor, so he can just use that. He's gonna use Valkyrie.
Let's go, Kicker Skeleton!
Woo!
Can I get some hype for Kicker Skeleton? I love that soul. It's so useful.
Jupiter is 1 ability away from completing his bingo card entirely. So he's not going to start with long hallway check here, hoping that one of these other checks will pay off. Will it be the hallway or will it be behind the boss? Another vanilla boss.
Oh well. They got the big ones out of the way really fast. I guess
Yeah.
Balor is up in
There's a Valman Way. Okay, you don't see that every day.
Valman Way is akin to the Chrysogram, except it actually sucks.
Yeah, you say it's akin to the Chrysogram, but
It's like...
it's the successor to the Chrysogram.
Yeah,
I refuse
successor.
to admit that they're the same weapon in any regard. So.
It's like that relative you just don't talk about. You know?
Yep. There's a Zombie Officer, which can be very good.
Yeah, it's pretty neat for navigation. If you take knockback while you're in the air, you just press the jump button again, and you basically aren't in hit stun anymore. Just like that.
Momentary moment of Julius there. Teleports behind you. Find our way back into Clock Tower. Jupiter opting to go back into Dance Hall and see about going out a different way. Maybe taking the teleporter.
Yeah, at this point, Jupiter doesn't need much to finish off. Okay, we're gonna see our Galamoth check here. Perhaps there's a dupe yellow? and I missed it, but it was a duplicate soul. Was it Skula? Ah, Devil got it.
Jupiter might be about to head back to top floor. Or, no, he's just going to pick up another warp. I suppose warp back to top floor would be quicker. Yep, there we go.
So required souls, for the red one we have Rock Armor, blue is Devil, and yellow is Lilith.
Jupiter got a random devil pretty early on. I can't remember what that was from, if it was like skeleton or something.
Yeah, I think it's Skeleton. Our red soul can be farmed from Mudman, and our yellow Skeleton Knight.
Vae gets Nightmare, which is great. It's one of the top 2 best red souls in the game. Many people will tell you that it's the best one. I'd argue it's tied with Lightning Doll just because of multi-hits and general elemental weaknesses in the game. It's a debate that everyone seems to overlook, but it's very good. So there's a missile tank that Vae opts to avoid. Jupiter heading back into corridor. Checking this exit up here. I always forget how many exits there are in corridor, and it's like there's like, how many? Oh yeah, I haven't checked that one yet. There's like 8 of them or something ridiculous.
There's a ton.
Jupiter finally enters the arena. So he will... Did he find Yellow Book elsewhere, or will he find it here?
Yeah, he'll pick it up here.
There's Rock Armor.
Red. But once Jupiter gets his yellow book, all he needs to do is farm for the soul. I don't think I've seen him pick up Lilith yet.
No. Yeah, he sees the book, and now he's going to go back to that corridor, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Complete 180.
Okay, he doesn't split out of here after getting the knowledge from the book. A common strategy, well, I wouldn't say a common strategy, but if you've explored enough of the castle, you can save at top floor while you're searching for your last book, and if you have a lot of souls as it is, there's a good chance once you find it, then you can just reset and get back to the top floor right away. But I guess he did have it and just forgot that he saved. It's whatever.
He's here now.
Oh, that's right, Smile. Thanks for pointing that out. He's saying I forgot about Rock Armor being in the arena too.
Here we go. Final sword time. He's switching the souls on immediately. Interesting. Oh, of course, Devil Strats. Graham will pose absolutely no threat to Jupiter.
There are 3 phases to this grand fight. The first one, he teleports around like normal Dracula fights. And on the second one, he'll stand in the center here and summon the Devil Lord fireball thingies, like that. You need to have the 3 required souls equipped, but not until the final hit. With 1500 attacks, runners will sometimes count how much damage they've done, and only equip it on the near final hit.
Yes, shout out to Basilisk.
I hate that game. And you're seeing the power of Final Sword here, having really long reach, but also the multi-hits. You barely need to jump at all to reach the multi-hit on the core here.
And there's Graham down completely already.
VaeVictus not far behind him, really.
Jupiter chooses not to see what's behind Graham. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, with Final Sword, do you blame him?
Well, it's Chaos Ring. I mean, claim. You don't know. Could be giant bat, which would be funny. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be funny. That'd be giant bat would be nice.
Except there's no extra souls in top floor, but I didn't notice that until after. Okay, so we're here in Reservoir. Does Jupiter remember where Garden is?
Yeah, it's not at the bottom here.
VaeVictus not far behind. He's on Graham Phase 1.
Yeah, this is still a close race. Can't count any of these runners out.
They need to be very careful of the Dark Inferno fireballs, though, because he's been hit a couple times. And he's been hit a few times now. Opting not to backdash cancel, just jumping. There we go, on to Graham 3.
And Jupiter is entering the Julius fight. We'll see some pretty fun strats here with Lubricant and Devil.
76 times 3. 74 times quite a few. Yeah, this will not take very long. So Julius has 2 phases as the Belmont of this game. First phase, he just uses his whip, slide, dive kick, and Omnia Vanitas teleport attack. And he has 4,000 HP in phase 1. In phase 2, he uses a Grand Cross and then starts using his 3 other sub-weapons, the Holy Water, the Cross, and the Axe, and he has 2,000 HP. So.
And you'll see the power of Lubricant here. Jupiter's taken a couple of hits. He was originally doing 74 damage per swing, or per hit on the final sword, and now he's doing 85.
Now there's the Grand Cross.
That was a really fast phase one.
That's the power of Final Sword.
VaeVictus choosing not to save before entering the Julius fight. He is just over a minute and 15 seconds behind, but that can be made up.
He's a full Julius fight behind.
Although he's choosing to use
No, he's going to Final Sword. Good. Okay.
And Jupiter's into the chaotic realm.
Yep. No checks in chaotic.
There could be something nice in here.
Yeah, you don't know. Well, he's
But
not
he
checking though.
doesn't
No, he knows he's good. Yeah. Fortunately, the Lubricant does not think he's good, so
Oh,
neither
what a
does the
beam
Beam Skeleton. Will he make the jump? He makes that jump. Very nice.
I don't get it. I only make it like one every 50 tries.
Yeah. I want to see that very large red rectangle for that.
What a
Yes.
quality in that.
So for those who don't know many Aria technicalities, every hitbox in this game, despite the shape of the enemy, they're all rectangles. So some things may be larger than they appear, and some things may be a lot smaller than they appear.
All things considered, this seed is really fast, even though they had to basically look through everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sub 40, definitely. So that's great. Jupiter is okay. He's going to save. Okay. I was a little worried for a sec.
Yeah, no kidding. Alright, into the Chaos 1 fight. The souls are locked away for now. The statues are holding them captive. If he destroys the statue holding the soul, it'll regain power over it again. Vae
was very close to dying to Julius, but thankfully took him out before Julius could take him out.
You can see Final Sword also being spectacular for this fight, reaching so
Yep.
high, and also multi-hitting on the statues, which have 0 defense too.
Yeah, and hitting multiple statues in the same swing with how big Final Sword's blade is.
And we'll see that again here with the final phase of Chaos. There's 4 eyes that correspond to how much defense the last core, the core in the center has.
Yes.
You only really need to defeat the core though.
Yes. Each eye has how much HP, Garny? Remind me.
3,000.
3,000? Barracks is going to be very mad at me that I don't know this.
I really don't know the numbers. I'm not
Yeah.
so studied in Aria, I'm just a player.
Yeah, understandable.
The final sword, it can be pretty awkward to use, and the chaos snake here is a bit of a troll.
Bit of a wild card, yeah. You don't know if it's going to be nice or if it's going to just sit on you for 30 seconds. Jupiter's got 2 eyes down, doing 31 times 2 every second, basically, to the core, so he is absolutely comfortable right now.
Yeah, not even bothering with any other souls or anything. A rush
And
soul
there we
is
go.
finished. With a race time of 33:46. VaeVictus not saving again, going into the chaos fight himself. But it looks like we'll see a pretty fast fight with VaeVictus as well. I mean, with this gear, you can't expect anything less.
Mm-hmm. So any guesses where Giant Bat was? You had to venture a guess, maybe.
I can't think of any places that weren't like combed over.
Yalamoth, maybe. Unless they did clear inner quarters in the end.
Yeah, Jupiter went back there and it was a Devil Soul.
Oh, okay. Ooh, that orb coming right for Vae there. And Vae is now done.
GG's in the chat, everyone. VaeVictus finishes at 35:31. Just under 2 minutes behind. Or just over 2
Very
minutes
clean.
behind. Don't go anywhere though. We will have race number 2 coming up next. We're going to get the race set up and have our players ready as well. But feel free to take a break, stretch, get a drink. You know the deal. Hello and welcome back. We are having game 2 of the losers finals between Jupiter and VaeVictus. This is the Aria Randomizer tournament for SGLIVE 2022. I'm joined, my name is Garnet Texas, and I'm joined by Melee again.
Hi, yes.
Last race, JupiterClimb won by about 2 minutes. It was a very fast seed, some really good equipment all throughout.
And now we shall see if Jupiter will be going on to very finals, or if we'll be seeing a game 3 tonight.
VaeVictus is definitely capable of winning these matches.
Absolutely. We may see a start to guessing here. Maybe.
Yeah. There has been some controversy about guessing lately in the chat, in the discords. We're gonna figure out how that will go about in the future. But as it stands, while it is preferable you find the books that tell you which souls to equip at the end, you simply can skip the book step and just equip, the correct souls on accident.
Then once you get to the end of phase 2 of Graham will have a different text and a different picture depending on whether you were right or not. And at which point, if you were wrong, you can just reset and go try something else.
We have some really good weapons in this starting shop. And
Yeah, well, this is a
Manticore.
me seed, so...
Like, Excalibur, top 4, top 3 weapon, right? Khaled, really good fast weapon. Durandal is really good. Manticore, best rush soul. Medusa head from a zombie, what the heck?
Immediate Medusa. Oh, yeah. It's the Malert 64 seed moment, yes. Jupiter apparently bought Manticore, so he has a rush soul now. Thank you, Garni.
Yeah, I'm kind of slow on tracking, but I do what I can. Do you think Creaking Skull is ready for this?
Oh. Oh. Creaking Skull won't know what hit him. Literally.
Oh, he's dead. He's got the Excalibur now.
120.
What a statement.
Yeah. It's a new game plus kind of moment, really.
It's kind of nuts how kitted out you can be in this game, especially in the randomizer.
There's Panther in one of the most annoying spots.
Yeah, it sucks when you have to go all the way down to get Panther. But, you know, most people check it down there anyways.
Jupiter with those super clean jumps, I can never get those.
Kind of a legend. Both
Yeah.
of these runners kind of a legend.
Yeah. Well, they're here in Losers Finals. There's
In Losers
Malthus.
Finals.
Yeah.
Jupiter is kind of the undisputed king of Aria Sorrow. It's pretty unusual that he's here in the losers bracket as early as he is.
Shoutouts to Algorithm for that.
Yes,
Is
sir.
he in chat? I don't see him in chat, but shoutouts to Algorithm.
And VaeVictus actually beat me in the winner's side of the bracket. The revenge match. But also, VaeVictus had made it to the winner's side of finals. He faced off against Lunix. It was a good best of 3 as well. We've got some top contenders in this tournament. And this is a best of 3. Jupiter won the first match, but anything can still happen.
Absolutely. Jupiter choosing to go all... Oh, there's Yellow Book. Okay, well now we know where one copy of Yellow Book is.
That's one of the very few places you need Bat to
Yep.
pick up.
Jupiter choosing to go all the way to the end of the hallway. He can't save split it. Not picking up anything. Jupiter, are you okay? What's going on?
Watch that be flying armor too. He should have left it.
Early.
Okay.
Yeah.
Almost as bad since he already has Manticore.
Yeah. Could have saved the money from buying Manticore, though.
Nah, Curly sucks.
True.
Honest. So there's 3 Rush Souls: Curly, Devil, and Manticore. And Manticore, far and away, is much stronger than Curly.
Yeah. They did not choose to buy Manticore, so now he has Rush Soul, which will... Once everyone has Undying, that's the formula for getting into Forbidden Entrance check.
Okay,
We got-
Miller, another vanilla boss. What's going
Oh my
on, buddy?
god. Okay, this one's on me.
I don't think it's, Creaking Skull didn't stand a chance. Death doesn't look to do much better either.
Despite Death not having a weakness to any elemental types, Excalibur is just stupidly strong, so this will not take very long.
Yeah, actually, the very first randomizer seed I rolled, and I've brought this up a million times. I had Excalibur in the shop, and I thought it was a joke. Like I didn't think it was. I thought that it had all this attack stat, and like didn't have a hitbox. Come to find out, it's like the third best weapon in the game.
Yep.
Jupiter taking some damage. A little scary.
Yeah. Did he save before this fight?
I don't recall. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
say he didn't and make it exciting.
Yeah.
Both our runners
Unfortunate.
have slide, so
Yeah. And unfortunately, Death is very weak to just crouching in his general vicinity. So.
true. Alright, Jupiter cleans it up. This climber's nice. And we have phase 2 for VaeVictus.
Using Curly.
See, it's so much worse. Oh, Vanilla
There's-
Schoola. What the
Yeah.
heck?
Okay, this is actually unprecedented. Yeah, just we had randomized starting shot, randomized the first few transitions. Now the rest of the game is just going to be vanilla. Yep. Seems legit.
So this will be the mistletoe? No.
Flying armor.
Heck yeah.
It'll allow them, if they don't get some form of flight before waterfall, they could use that to make climbing the waterfall with Malphus significantly easier. Unfortunately, they still don't have Undyne. Oh, well, never mind. There's
What
Undyne
are
for
you
Jupiter.
talking about? So convenient that Skula was behind Death too. I was thinking, I wanted to comment when they first entered Clock Tower. I'm like, oh, they don't have Skula. This might not be a great thing to go through. But hey, it all worked out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jupiter picking up the warp. He's gonna go check Death Shop. See if there's anything exciting there. Or he's gonna check up here first. There's a gray soul up there. Could be. Backdash would be very exciting to see already.
Chewy
What
for
will it
rare.
be? Galamoth.
Okay, let's see this upgraded shop. Death and Headhunter increase the shop's capacity, and it's also randomized.
Another gray canister. There's Backdash. So Jupiter is gonna go nuts with Excalibur now. There's... Okay. Some fun things.
Levitain and Strawberries? Strawberry was already in there.
Burt Gang Gang? Unfortunately not. Not today.
He didn't even buy the Levitain.
Shaking my head.
Your hand?
I can't enunciate. Anyway, moving on.
Alright, last of the corridor being picked off here.
You think Jupiter's gonna pick up the whip sword? No.
Only if you knew he was like minutes ahead of somebody in a seed.
Yep.
That would be my guess. We had, I think we'd already seen the entrance here. It was the double jump, like connected to the double jump entrance where the skeleton knight is. So Jupiter's like, nah.
We could do Skula. Yeah, there we go. Could have done Undyne as well, but...
LOL.
Lol.
Could have, that's funny. I didn't even notice they didn't check that left entrance. That's usually like the first thing you see.
Yeah. Well, they didn't get Panther immediately, so they probably opted
Yeah.
not to do it because it would have taken too long. Chapel with 2 checks.
Chapel's got a lot of items in it actually for how few rooms are available.
Very condensed checks in here. Yeah, one up here. There's one of the 2. Werewolf.
Starting Red Soul was bad, which is pretty not good. So we'll take anything over that.
Opting not to take the milk for healing. We have Jupiter's confidence is going up. Random Boyer
The
from...
Boyer Bless.
We're once again in a disc armor seat.
Let's just remember the Manticore, when you defeat the boss, none of the extra monsters spawns in until you reload the room. So Jupiter climbs up to the top. Normally there's gargoyles up there. But because he did it before reloading the room, they weren't present.
Oh, there's Hippogriff. Well, there's Flight.
Okay, man. We're ready to go.
Yeah. Top floor is unlocked. Let's have to find it. Underground reservoir. They got both water manipulation souls, so they can do this now. Ball hammer. What's the random yellow? Zombie. Okay.
Lots of souls in Reservoir too.
That's 7 out of 21, so 1 in every 3 locations. Just one of them. Giant ghost.
Actually, really good.
Yes, Jupiter has demonstrated that time and again in his Aria no-hit runs.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Nickelback.
True. Soul behind the waterfall. Soul behind the other part of the waterfall. Medusa head. Nice strawberry. Some beef curry. Farming some MP for the rush attack. Oh,
Well, you let go too early.
yeah, he's trying to style, but not today.
VaeVictus taking a different route. He's going to the bottom.
Tsuchinoko. Interesting.
Okay, inner quarters on Vay's side, gardens on Jupiter's side, behind waterfall again. Are you copying me? You're rolling like the same seed.
Jupiter opting not to do reverse garden. Thought he was going to do it, but then he decided no, just going left. Some battle axe. Tear of blood? Is he gonna? No, he's not gonna take that.
Tear of blood, like
Oh, there's a red book. Ripper from, I didn't see what it was. Is that winged skeleton?
Skeleton something.
Skeleton something, okay. Chat, get it? Skeleton knight, okay. There's the yellow up there. Skeleton knight. Not the right part, skeleton knight. Oh, and that leads into arena. Okay.
Wow, so yeah, they have to go. They had to have gone through the waterfall to find the gardens because the arena has no exit, just one entrance.
But now that they have arena, they can warp from top floor to arena to get to garden later. There's second copy of book 1. Interesting.
Also, VaeVictus picked up the incredible kicker skeleton at the Galamoth check. Let's not forget that.
He's climbing the tower right now. Finds yellow book. So there's 2 copies of 2 of the books. Mimic from Arachne.
An easy farm. Also, they no longer need bat now. Giant bat.
Great. Checking the giant skeleton room. There's a soul in here. Cognazo. So we've seen 2 of the books. We haven't seen Blue Book yet, have we?
No, not blue yet.
We might be about to see it. Who knows? Yeah, Lunix asks, what's a good room for Arachne? Probably study? I don't know.
Well, there's our yellow anyway.
Ah, good.
Yeah, I would say study. The dance hall entrance is one of them too.
Yeah.
The one where the Julius cutscene takes place.
Yeah. That's one I rarely ever even think about because I don't really go back into that room after I've been through it once.
I have run through that room and into those spiders way too many times.
Yeah. VaeVictus finding tea behind the backdash check. For the superior drink. Don't at me.
I agree.
Okay. Good.
I really like coffee too, though.
Coffee's good, yeah.
Any,
Water is the best drink, though. Let's be real.
I mean, stay hydrated, folks.
Yeah, hail Hydro.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
Okay, VaeVictus is going to be farming for the Mimic Soul.
There's Blue Book.
VaeVictus. Ooh. Ooh.
Medusa Head from Zombie, and they both have it.
Okay. So my brain died.
There's Mimic.
Wow, really nice.
Potato Pancake for Jupiter. We've got lots of water fans in chat. This is very good.
One of the red books was in Arena. Oh, and yeah, the other one was Garden.
Hmm.
And then so
Within.
we found right. Then we found blue here in study. Yellow was
Jupiter finds top floor, finds a gram. Mana Prism, very nice.
we'll take it.
We haven't seen Arc Demon this entire seed. Or Wooden Golem, either of them. Hasn't been those kinds of seeds.
Yeah, it's been mostly like weaponry seeds. Or these two have been weaponry. There's baby's first creaking skull,
Yeah.
as I learned.
Yeah. Still a 1 in top floor, so there could be something on Hippogriff or in that general area, or there could be something behind Graham. Jupiter opting to go all the way up to the top to check there first.
VaeVictus is fed back into the corridor. I wonder what he's going to find.
Jupiter finds a Daneslave. He finds another Satan's Ring. Or is that was last seed that we found Satan's Ring?
Yeah, it was the last
I'm
one.
just getting confused.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
imagine the
man.
runners, how like kind of similar these seeds have been. I wonder if it's messing with their head too.
Yeah. We find study on Jupiter's side.
So he'll find his blue book, and he'll know how it goes. I like study a lot in the randomizer. It's just really fun to move around.
Yeah, agreed.
A lot of like wavy motions.
Yes.
Oh, Jupiter not going for 2 of the box puzzle checks. Oh wait, he's already got it. Never mind. Oh, blue book was not here. I told you my brain died. I'm sorry.
No worries, Garney.
It's all up to you, Miller.
Yeah. Jupiter about to get the teleport out of inner quarter. Or no, he's just tagging it. He's gonna go see what the other 2 checks are. Meanwhile,
Vanilla
they-
giant golem.
This is a very vanilla boss night, isn't it? It's very strange. Rare Tsuchinoko appearance.
Okay, Ripper. That was our red soul, wasn't it? Oh, no, wait.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it was.
Oh. Jupiter got his yellow.
Leapt out of it.
He knows what he knows. He's ready. He's ready.
Yep, he's going back to the warp and he's going to top floor and he's gonna go fight the smug guy with a white scarf.
Any
Okay.
any smuggers in the chat?
Yes. Lunix is asking, does Jupiter have red soul? Yeah, does he?
No, he's farming skeleton knife for it now.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Rearing my beloved VaeVictus!
Yay! Demon Lord.
The rare ring will increase the drop rate of items. It is. Don't ignore its effect on luck, because that doesn't matter. It's just it's the rare ring.
Yes. It's the ultimate skill check of Aria of Sorrow. Will you use the rare ring or will you not?
And well, it just so happens that Jupiter was burned by the rare ring in his winner's side match against Algorithm.
Yeah. Yeah, Algorithm kept the rare ring, Jupiter sold it, thus Algorithm won the seed. As easy as that.
It could be confirmation bias, but
Yeah, we'll ignore that.
and what it caused it during one of the soul farms, Algorithm had gotten Ascalon as a random item drop.
Yeah, he did.
And was a much more powerful weapon. The seed itself was pretty dry for strong weaponry.
Jupiter getting very unlucky with this farm. Oh, there we go. Never mind. I just complain. That's all you have to do. Just complain.
That's what Reddit says.
Yeah. That's what Jupiter says.
All right, now Jupiter off to the Graham fight, just below 22 minutes.
Wow, these have been so fast.
And I think he sold his Excalibur too.
Did
I
he?
think Durandal is like his strongest, Durandal and Calibur are his strongest weapons.
Yeah, well, how many races has Jupiter done today at this point? He's probably he's tired of having to do complicated things like backdash canceling at this point. He was playing Soten earlier. Can you blame him?
Oh no, there it is. I thought he sold his Excalibur. I'm memeing for the suspense, you know.
Yeah.
Unreliable narrator right here. Sorry. $60 per swing is really good.
Plus 70 times 3 from Manticore. With perfect Manticore position there.
Wow.
Into second phase. So second phase has 1500 HP, so you just have to count your hits, count the HP, and do the math to get close as possible to the end of the phase, then equip your correct souls.
It's 25.
There we go. Can't believe it! How did you come to possess these powers? Tohung Smug in chat.
Excalibur is really nice in this fight, just like the final sword, it can reach even when crouching. And if we see it, we might see some Hippogriff strats. No. Nah, he doesn't need them.
And behind Graham. Opting not to... Is he gonna... Yeah, please check. Thank you.
Rock suit is nice. That's a nice upgrade.
Yeah. It's Olrock's suit and a scarf. What a combo. Vae finds Arena. Does not look pleased about that.
He will be pretty soon.
Ah, true. It's on very dire HP situation. If I were him, I would quickly go back to Mina, but he seems confident. He gets his second copy of Red Book.
Jupiter remembers Regarden.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll see the Julius fight with the Calibur. Quite a bit different than with the final sword.
It's a very standard textbook Julius fight. Straight off with a slide.
Oh, he's using... Why wouldn't you use Excalibur?
Excalibur?
Why wouldn't you?
He somehow heard me say that it would be a textbook Julius, and he said, no, it can't be normal Julius. It has to be fun.
Right.
It has to be stylish.
So a strat that Jupiter does here, that I am a huge fan of and have stolen, is he will use all of his mind restores on this fight. Unless, like, is like he can know that this chaos fight will be a lot harder. Because the first phase of Julius really is based on how many times you stun him and like how many iframes he gets. So the more often you can use your rush souls to do damage and like give him less iframes, it's basically higher DPS overall. And with the Excalibur, his Jupiter's Chaos fight is going to be a lot cleaner than it would be. He doesn't need to use his mind restores on that fight. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yep. Jupiter's into phase 2 of Julius now. Julius starting with the jump attack, which is, in my opinion, the most scary attack to see, because that anti-air and also you have to crouch when he hits the ground. So.
Yeah, and he doesn't like short hop. He always does like a full hop with that jump attack.
Yes.
So it covers a lot of ground or a lot of air. Oh, that was...
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, those backdashes between like Julius and the holy water, scary stuff.
Yes, very.
I can't get them.
Jupiter into the chaotic realm, opting to just heal. He's not saved. Will he do checks? There is a 1 in chaotic. What's it gonna be? Not taking that.
VaeVictus climbing up reservoir. I think he may find his blue book shortly.
He makes the jump again, Garny. Garny.
I was looking away. I didn't want the jealousy. High five, but in alternate dimensions.
True. Is he gonna check? He is gonna. Oh, yeah. It's the Rayab sword. And there's the soul. And what's it gonna be? Bale. Not bad. Jupiter reaching the end of chaotic. He saves. Cool. Entering chaos. That's Vae enters top floor. And Vae is in a very dire situation right now. Heals to full. Meanwhile, Jupiter doing combo hits, multi-hits on multiple statues at the same time in Chaos 1.
He's so good at it.
Yeah, he is. And he's also dodging the reticle from the yellow soul statue. That reticle, if it locks onto you, you get iframes temporarily, so it can be good for dodging attacks from other statues. However, it does also drain your MP very fast.
That was so clean.
And here we are, Chaos 2.
Basically, same strategy as with Final Sword. Although he'll probably take out the top eye as well. At least one of them.
He might just decide to go for 2 on one side. Or no, he's gonna go stick with... What's his game plan? I think he might just take 2 wherever and then go for the core at this point. Yeah. Maybe 3? No, he's going 3. Okay. Because he can.
Yeah, you don't... It's like, the time spent killing the top eye doesn't... It's not a bad investment.
No.
With Excalibur, at least. With Final Sword, you don't need to because it double hits on the core.
Vae onto phase 2 of Graham. Unfortunately for him, we're about to be done here. Unless Jupiter just gets the worst positioning of orbs in the world in the next 2 seconds and gets comboed into oblivion, but that is not going to happen, it seems. And time.
Jupiter's done. Sub 30. He made it look so easy. And he finished with a time of 29:44. VaeVictus has proceeded to forfeit. That means Jupiter is our winner for this losers finals. 2-0. We will get the interviews from our runners when they join the voice chat.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think of the races? Well, it may be better to wait for them.
Yeah. We'll be posting them in a second.
So yeah, that puts VaeVictus at 3rd place. A very respectable placing, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Jupiter goes on to the grand finals to face Lunix.
Mm-hmm.
And we have both of our runners here. Jupiter, welcome. And Vae, welcome. Congratulations, Jupiter, on winning your best of 3 in losers finals.
Hello, thank you so much. Definitely some interesting seeds here.
Yeah.
When I saw the first seed was obvious. When I saw Final Sword and Lubricant, I knew it. I just knew it. When I saw both of them, I knew it. Jupiter will just destroy the late game. 2 me to 1 days, I would need to go risky. I didn't save for Graham. I didn't save for Julius. I just saved for Chaos. Because
I saw that.
every time someone go to Chaos and not save, is punished.
True. I could attest to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, every time someone goes to Chaos without saving, since even before Julius, that's always the most nail-biting, scary thing you can think of.
Yeah, when I got Julius because I knew Jupiter will go for 1 HP strat, max damage with Final Sword. I saw when I dropped, I probably first thing when I drop a Lubricant from bat on the first seed, I knew probably Jupiter will get it. If he will not get it, he'll get it eventually. And when I saw Final Sword on the first chopper, I said, "Oh man, why?" Ascalon was
interestingly, I decided not to go for lubricant strats on Julius. I tend to think that on that fight, you can either do lubricant stuff for the first part until you run out of MP, or what I did is you try and focus in on getting double hits, which requires you play a bit more aggressive. And I think lubricant, especially in bracket, is just too much. Final Sword double hit at full HP is still excellent damage.
Yeah, I did it Lubricant strats, but no 1 HP. I just stayed in a safety length on damage I could take it from Julius.
Mm-hmm.
There's a nice strat for someone. For every time you use Lubricant, try to not go for totally dying 1 hit strat. Go. Take a damage, knows what the limit you have, and stay in the safe lane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a pretty good strategy to have. Jupiter, I'm very curious what was going through your mind in that first seed, because I saw a couple times it was just maybe you weren't entirely sure where to go.
Well, the big problem with the first seed is I got those expectations set very early that this was going to be a sub 30 seed. It was just so quick. And I just could not find anything. My plan was, once I found Yellow Book, and really, how long could that take? Then I would have farmed the Red Soul. But I just couldn't find Arena until the very end. Thankfully, I think despite the Arena remaining elusive, I was really happy with Game 1. Game 2, I felt like I was making some careless mistakes early on. Mostly because, it's been a long day. It's always easy to get stuff mixed up game to game. But I think I had a great finish. And just big shout-outs to Excalibur, my favorite weapon.
Yeah.
No, when I saw Excalibur on the shop, I know it. Every time I got Excalibur, the first shop I did it, I sell everything, got Caladibog and Excalibur, because it's the way. Also, I came back for Rain, my beloved.
Yeah.
Of course. You're a real man for doing that. No offense, Jupiter.
For seed 1, I was very even losing. I was very happy with my performance. Like I did a very clean Graham, very clean Julius, and Chaos was not so clean, but was very nice. And this one, that happened. There was no way. I think my route was totally wrong. since I decided to go in the quarters.
Yeah, inner corners was just not very good for either seed, really. It looped on itself in the first one, and then in this one, it just had nothing to give you.
Yeah, I thought about no, don't go it, no go that, don't go there, don't go there, don't go there, and I just decided to go there because I had Galamoth, I got baited.
I know that feeling. Yeah, I get that.
Oh,
So if
but that about what Lunix said, I farmed for it. Oh yeah, that was Yellow Book. I got Yellow Book, but of course, when I got Yellow Book, I farmed. It was quick farm on Arachne, but that another time loss I got was doing study because study had only one thing and was not even a soul, but I got the drop quickly. I think I killed only 5 or 6 Arachnes for Mimic. And probably the interest I got on the left side, I didn't ignore it, was Castle Corridor, for sure.
You know, speaking of farms, I got some pretty bad luck on that
Oh,
Skeleton
yeah.
Knight farm
You
towards the
did,
end.
yeah.
That was, what, 90 seconds? It almost cost the sub 30.
We can't have that.
Can't have that. Got to get that at least once. I was glad I got it once because game 1 really should have been a sub 30 had I just stumbled into Arena at any point on that like 15-minute trek around the castle.
Yeah.
Would have been fine. But yeah, game 2 was great.
Yeah, for me, if I didn't give up the seed, I'll probably go sub 40, maybe 36 or 37. But to me to do sub 30 requires so much luck or so much good seed that was not possible. There's no way. That was completely defeat.
Yeah,
Well, I can
sometimes-
tell you that next round I'm going to be placing or playing against Lunix for first place, and
Oh.
I am not feeling super great about that. These seeds tonight were not very gambler friendly. You could have done a little something in game 1, I think. Game 2 probably not as good.
Yo,
No, not game 2.
I
yeah.
didn't even gamble. I got every book that was quick. That was, I can say that was quick. The box found it was quick. Let's say that was not good for gamble because the books came so early, so there's no way we could gamble.
I really enjoy hearing y'all's thoughts on these seeds. Randomizers really bring a lot out of each different player. Everyone has a very different play style and how they go about it. Just hearing about the lubricant strats and like y'all's preferences, that's always super exciting as a runner, and I'm sure the viewers also appreciate it too. And
Yeah,
you
The
can
other
go ahead.
day, okay, thank you. This is hard to do. The other day we heard a lot from Vae about despairing over the only way he would beat Jupiter would be guessing, and then tonight we didn't see him guess at all, and I think that's pretty admirable to just stick to finding the books and then committing to just playing it the way it's intended. Jupiter's gonna like me saying that probably.
Another thing I didn't say it was I got the blue soul in the first zombie.
Yeah,
Yes, you
that
did.
was really
Funny.
funny. Well, it's such a
That
low
was
drop
really
rate.
funny.
Well,
And the first time I killed the blue soul, they gave me the blue soul, but that's why I said when I saw the book I saw, oh man, I got to the first zombie. I almost go mode.
Yeah. I have a question for Jupiter. I'd like to shift over for a second. So you're going on to grand finals from the loser's side. If you can, you'd have to take 2 sets from him. Without giving any secrets that you might have away, how are you going to prepare for it? What are you thinking?
Well, it's ultimately going to be up to Lunix if we play best of 1 or best of 3. I'd prefer best of 3, but Lunix is really unpredictable. They might prefer a best of 1. Either way, I feel like Lunix is going to be the favorite. I'm not going to guess. I'm going to remain predictable for the remainder of the bracket. I am committed to not guessing no matter what. So I will be
okay.
practicing some individual room strats between today and tomorrow, just to make sure that I can try and save those extra few seconds. You never know. Might be a difference maker.
I relate with that. That's kind of the approach that I have with these kinds of runs is like I want to optimize the parts that I actually have control over. That way, whatever happens, at the very least, I can save all the seconds that's possible.
Yep.
Well, I gotta hop out. Garni, Muller, thank you so much for doing comms tonight. And Vay, it was great racing against you. Congrats on the
okay.
third place.
Thank you. Well, it's on every time. And again, thank you, Garni and Malay, for this commentary. Like I said yesterday, this result I completely expected. That, like I said, there was no way I would beat Jupiter on this unless I guessed, and I didn't do it because those seeds converge so fast for the books that there's no way to gamble. Also, every time this seed, the last thing I got was top 4. Every time. Every place I found everything, books and anything, and last place was top 4. Every time was top 4. So there's no way. And when I saw there was, and also when I saw the weapons, I knew that could be possible. I'm good on late game with those weapons, but not as good as Jupiter.
Well, maybe by the next tournament, maybe you'll have done a few, I say a few in very heavy air quotes, more seeds, got some more practice, and maybe then we'll see a different outcome. Who knows?
Maybe, but for now, I need to take a time from this game. I need to, after this tournament, I need to take some time. Maybe I'll do some races here and there, but no, I need to take some time.
Yeah.
Understandable. Yep.
Both you and Lunix have been grinding a ton in the preseason as well, but I mean, coming straight off of the other tournament, we had a tournament earlier in the summer, so it makes sense that you would need more time before jumping back into it and everything.
Yeah.
But with that out of the way, any last thoughts? Anything you want to close out with, Faye?
Yeah, the only thought I have right now is this is a result I did expect. Just that.
I got you. Well, it was very well played. You definitely had a chance. I feel like a lot of the runners in this tournament had a chance at making it as far as possible. And yeah, congrats again on third place, and hope to see y'all later on. And thanks again for Malaire for commentating as well. Follow the runners, the crew, of course. Thanks to SpeedGaming for hosting. And I hope you all have a great night.
See you guys.
Take care.